Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 20 of our Vault Hunters Sky Vault Season 3 or 3rd Edition series. Hope you've all had a fantastic day, morning, evening, noon, night, whatever time it may be, wherever you are. It's been a while since I've wished you all well, and I do apologize. Now, today you've probably noticed a couple things are different with our intro here. One, we have our elytra on instead of our chest piece. So that could be hinting at something. And two, we have a glass floor beneath us, seemingly dropping into, hopefully that's water down there. I guess we'll have to take a peek. Oh, goodness. So yes, this is where we're going to be keeping all of our, we'll call it automation mod setup. All of the ugly underbarrel, barely, all the ugly underbelly that can come with modded Minecraft, such as automation of lava and power and storage for simple storage. So while these what is with me this morning? English? Hello? Chance. All these chests are going to be linked up to a simple storage network that will have a cable running basically all the way back up in this funnel, or actually it'll probably be just outside of this funnel, but then we'll have it connect back up into the middle piece there and all the way back up to our base. This little area down here that I've created is going to expand, and then essentially it's just going to cover the area underneath our base as much as our base covers. So obviously as the above ground grows, so can too this underground area. Now, for the most part, we're not going to be down here working unless we are down here working. Does that make sense? We don't plan on living down there, essentially, right? This is still going to be our base up top. That's just a cool little area where I can build a flat platform all the way out and not care what it looks like. Because it's hidden, right? Sorry, I have a hair in my mouth. If you got a mustache beard combo, which I do, it just happens sometimes. You just like, la 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 la. Oh, that's a piece of my hair in my mouth. Patooey. Anyways, this is another piece that I added, and this is essentially a different way to get down. This is just a little cave. I felt like, the one thing our base is kind of missing for being an overworld adaptation to some degree, because we now have varying levels to it, right? We have ups and downs and different heights, but we're missing a cave. So I've created this cave essentially just to be, like I said, another access point to dropping on down. We also have this entrance back over here, which is still a bit risky, but it does connect in as well, and I'm really loving it. We'll eventually get to finishing off the outer side of it and looping it all the way around to here, which we've already got some of it, just because I like to get the connection going, so I can see sort of what it's going to look like once it's framed in environment. But I think our base is looking really good. We also got the grass that's grown all the way over to the nether portal, so soon we'll be connecting this back area and hopefully getting all this sort of filled in with platform. So yeah, that was a kind of long intro there, just to basically say, hey, I've updated some things, and we're going to be looking at one specific mod today, and that is going to be simple storage. As per the usual, I did go ahead and run one or two vaults in between episodes here, so we could be ready with our knowledge. The nice thing about this little mid-game section that we're in is a lot of the mods that we're picking up only cost 1 or 2 points, right? Simple storage, 2 points. If we get down here to handling, either modular or XNet, I still haven't decided on which one I want to go with entirely. I think XNet is really, really powerful, and being able to move literally everything through one single pipe can have huge benefits to us. But I have seen some crazy things with modular routers as well, and it does cost 1 less point. So not sure where we're going to be going to here. But again, building gadgets only cost 2, so most of these that we're going to be picking up, they don't cost that much. You can run a couple vaults, and as long as you're really making some good progress, then you're good to go. Speaking of making good progress, I want to make some progress towards double pouches. I've been seeing some content creators that run a different method, a method a little bit more akin to how we were previously doing it with the shulker boxes, except instead of using shulker boxes, they still use their backpack, only it's a larger backpack. Essentially, they'll go and loot the chests and then just shift click all their stuff in using the insert key here, right? And it'll all go in and they keep it on. Basically, it just keeps them from having to break chests or open and drop things, which obviously nobody likes opening and dropping items out of the chest. I think we can all come to that conclusion pretty handedly. So yeah, that's basically where we're at today. I don't know whether to keep my elytra on or my chest piece, because honestly, if I fall and I don't remember, it's gonna not be pretty, right? It's just splat. Nobody wants that. So let's get into actually crafting our knowledge stars here. We're gonna need some more Benny broke down. That's fine. We have a stack of 20 here, 20 here. 24 here, and a stack of 5. We do have 3 additional there. Let's try the 5. It might be enough. You never know. And I do still have all my equipment in the blue shulker. That might change one day, again, when we get a bigger backpack. Let's see. 7 plus, what is it, 3, 4 that we have in here? Don't think that's enough. I think you need 16, right? Just grab a couple more. One of these days, probably in the coming future, we will break down all the ores and stuff that we have in there. Okay, so that's plenty. That is plenty. Oh, so plenty. So what we need, 4 more of these. All right, then we can turn these 8 into 2 extraordinary. Turn the 2 extraordinary into 2 knowledge cores. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, no, wrong thing. Bada bing, bada boom. 2 knowledge stars. There we go. Now let's go ahead and unlock simple storage, and I will get into breaking it down. How does it work? What we need to do. The sound for unlocking a mod is honestly almost satisfying. It sounds good, but it sounds kind of flat, sort of sticky, right? What kind of book are we reading here to unlock this stuff? Paracore, Magic Silk. We'll probably just get the Magic Silk here to reset that, right? We're kind of getting up there as far as shards go, and I definitely think we're getting there as far as almost having the Soul Diffuser. Basically, I just want to get this quest complete because we get a free Soul Flame. So, you know, it kind of saves us a little bit there. But anyways, yeah, we got simple storage. Let's put this back away. We should probably have sorted our inventory a bit better before starting this up, but that's perfectly fine as well. Basically, let's just get rid of the wood and the sticks here, I think. Or we'll keep the logs just in case we need to create any additional chest for simple storage. So, looking at things, we're going to need network cables. Actually, let's just pull it up over here on the side because simple storage really doesn't have a whole lot to the mod, and hence the name, simple storage. So essentially what we're going to need in our network or our storage system, however you want to, phrase it there, is one storage network root. This basically is like the power, quote unquote, for the system. It doesn't require any actual power per se, no redstone, no, RF, FE, any of that kind of stuff. But if you don't have this, then the system simply won't work. So it's kind of like, maybe not the power, maybe it's the heart, right? It's the heart of the machine. The storage request table is basically going to be our crafting table. This will be the thing that we right click. It shows us all of our items, and we can sort of pull from that and push items in, obviously. Network cable is going to be the basic wiring system, right? So if you're not hooking things up to a chest, if you're not hooking something into the network, you just want to have the network cable going around your base to connect the system together, basically. Link cables, this is what we're going to be using on inventory. So essentially we'll attach a link cable to something like a chest. It will then add that chest inventory to the network. So it'll be a bit better explained when we actually get this stuff up and going. But the import cables are how we're going to be emptying our pouches in the future. And export cables is basically, this gives us access to item pipes, right? Because we can pull items out from the network. And with an import, we can push items into the network. So we do have item pipes now, which is kind of nice. We don't have any fluid pipes, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Then we have a network exchange interface and a network collection interface. The exchange interface, it's a bit fuzzy as far as all of its functionality to me. The network collection interface is essentially just a way that you can pump items into the network via hoppers, right? Anything of that nature where it's like an automated sort of thing you can use to push into this thing, and it'll just automatically send items into your network. Stack upgrade does just what it says. It helps to increase the stack size of importing and exporting. Same thing with speed and slowness, does exactly what you think it would do. Stock upgrade keeps a consistent stock of items in the attached inventory. So say you have an export upgrade, sorry, right? And then you have a stock upgrade. Essentially, if you have that connected to a chest and you specify you want cobblestone, that chest will stay filled with cobblestone to whatever degree that you have it set there. This is amount, right? This is basically a number filter, processes the amount of items in the filter. And this sets the stack size of the task to 1. Not sure why you would need that, maybe for bucket operation or something along those lines. But again, simple storage really basic. And if you don't, understand all that, you need a quick read through. You can also just make a network guidebook, which we won't be doing because I'm a genius. We don't need that. What we do need is a whole lot of chromatic iron today. And I probably should have got some of this stuff smelting up beforehand. Obviously, we have a lot of this stuff because I just simply don't use it. If I don't need to use something, I just don't use it. That's kind of my motto. I'm a bit of a hoarder. You live your life however you want to. I'll live my life however I want to. Do we still... Oh, we do still have our elytra on. It certainly does make moving around the base a bit better. Sorry. Yeah, we have some leftover coal down here. We should honestly just go grab some... Oh, I have charcoal in my inventory. Whoops. My bad, guys and girls. Oh, also, I'm sure y'all didn't notice too much, but we do have to turn down the volume here and there. I turn it up when I'm just playing casually because, well, I like to hear the monsters when they're about to get me. Okay. That should be enough for sure. Oh, by the way, I've also made another... It's not necessarily a discovery, but a realization? I don't know what's the best way to describe it. A nuance? So your little mega jump ability, as long as you don't spec it too high, as long as you don't increase the value too much, one, you get a nice little, basically like a double jump height, right? You can jump and then jump again. That makes it really nice. But also, it can break your landing a lot of the times, like... If you're out flying somewhere or falling, it can really help to make sure you don't fall completely. So, for example, you're about to hit the ground, then you jump. Obviously, we have an elytra on, so it doesn't seem as effective, but this is if you don't have the elytra. I suppose we could have taken it off midair, but we're not acrobats, okay? We're Minecraft players. Anyways, let me get into the actual crafting of this stuff. Now, glass. I did go ahead and smelt us up a whole lot of glass as well, so we could be ready for this specific point here, where we're going to need a whole bunch of network cables. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves 60? 120? 120 feels a bit more appropriate for what we're all going to be doing here. So, to make our storage network route, we're going to need some link cables. Link cables, we just need some driftwood. Let's go grab some of that. We had to move our driftwood because, well, we weren't using it, so it was kind of just clogging things up. So, link cables, let's get at least 40. We're probably going to need much more than that, just based off the inventory we have down below, but that's okay. Block of quartz should not be that difficult. There it is. We can buy it from our shopkeepers. I believe they sell blocks of quartz, right? But if not, we can also take these quartz, by the way, and put it in the pulverizer to get us nether quartz now. So we actually have an infinite supply of nether quartz, which we had kind of before with the Piglin trading system, right? But that is beside the point. So there's our storage network route. Now, the other portion here is something that I've already started. These empty chests are no longer empty. They are now filled with various scav items for the large majority there. So I'm throwing everything in there because now we have to create ourselves a pog, which is going to require... Epiline's in a pog, right? Yeah, I thought. Okay, so that, Xenium, just need one of you. Wudo's not. Tubium is. Bog, Ashium, Sparkle, Gorge, Escalal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That might be it. There we go. Our first pog, ladies and gentlemen. So now what else do we need for this? Chromatic steel, storage inventory, Larimar steel. That's right. So we are going to need a bit of steel here. That's okay again. Got a bit on the back burner here. And they say it doesn't pay to be a hoarder. I think they're wrong. Okay. Let me just store some of the stuff that I don't need outside of running vaults for a bit. That should help, right? And this charcoal, we don't need a hold of that anymore. And then we're going to go here. We're going to go here. What are we missing? Oh, Larry, right. Good old Larry. Good old Larry. In case we don't have enough, by the way, I do have a stack there, 27, 9. So, like, we're definitely good on Larry. I'm not worried about it. Now, what do we actually need for this? Perfect. Okay. That is not so shabby. And then, bada bing, bada boom. What are we missing here? Chromatic. Ba-dum, ba-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Then we need crafting tables. I'm actually surprised and a little proud of myself. I haven't gone just absolutely overboard on crafting tables this series so far. A lot of you know I tend to, you know? Alright, well there's the two most expensive pieces, honestly, of this whole mod. So we're pretty much done. We've pretty much completed it, and now I rule the world with storage. It's really nice that we're not playing on a server with this, because it'll run a lot better than what you probably see and experience from people that do play on SMPs. So, basically, I want to have this storage request table up here. Do I want to have it up a block, or do I just want to have it, you know, flat? I feel like it's getting dark. Maybe we're in that in-between where it's almost dark, but it's also raining, so everything just looks really, really dark. Yeah, you know what? I think I want it up 1. So, like that, right? So it's like eye level with us. There we are. Okay. And then basically what we're going to do is just run this thing all the way down, 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 down. So, yeah, this is not going to be fun. Do I have my electric? I do. Okay, good. Because probably going to need that. Especially for the method that I'm about to be doing, which is the drop ball method. And yeah, so I'm basically just going to travel on down my little tunnel here and continue to place this block, and I will meet you ladies and lovely gents down at the bottom where we'll, you know, finish hooking our system up. But this is quite a bit of a drop, going all the way down here, and also kind of dark, you know. Now that I'm inside here, I feel like the maintenance man, like, man, nobody ever gives these tunnels any love. I feel like I'm the only person that works in here sometimes. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna get this. Oh, I missed that. We're gonna get this moving on down, and I will meet you at the bottom. Alrighty, and we're just about to the bottom here. I wanted to bring y'all back in just to sort of show you my method on how I'm going down here. It's basically just through using the quirk mechanic of being able to place blocks directly underneath yourself without being able to see it, which is a really nice mechanic, honestly. But yeah, anytime you see that bracket, it means it's going to place the block either under or out like this. It would place it right here, for example, instead of under. But still, really nice mechanics. And you can actually go down pretty far with this. So you can see you can go up underneath yourself 1, 2, 3 blocks, which gives us, you know, enough of a drop that we can sit here and do this. Oh, no. Not do that. Ignore that. But yeah, basically just do this the entire way down. And I think we're close enough to the bottom. Might be able to just pillar up and get there faster. Maybe 2 more. There we are. Yeah, here we go. Now do I want to come out and down or just down? Go over. This isn't really going to increase the cost of our set up any because we're going to have to come over anyways. So let's go over. We might need a few more link cables here. And come down here. And there we are. Perfect. Now we still don't actually have a setup for all of this. We just basically have... we basically just brought our system down, right? So essentially we're going to need these link cables to... let's see which side. They attach on this side. To attach to all of our chests down here. And then we'll have it pull out and over. And same thing, we'll go down this corridor, and we should put our torches on the back here. And we'll link everything up. And we'll go up with it as well, right? So this is why I say we're going to end up needing so many link cables, because we got to link it all there and link it all into here. So, but obviously the links, it's just 2 chromatic iron, so that's really cheap. And the link cables is just network cables with 1 driftwood. So we should have plenty of materials to finish the rest of this out. And once we do, we'll be able to access all of our inventory from all the way up top and push it all the way down here. Now, real quick on the math for how much we can actually hold here, we have 35 double chests per row, and we have 4 rows. So let's see, what is that math? 35 times 54, because 54 slots is 1890. So we have 1800, 1,890 slots for different items or different stacks of items. And theoretically, if every single slot was filled with a item that could stack to 64, it's roughly 120,000 storage space, right? So that's pretty good. We can always expand this upward as well, right? Because we don't care too much what this under area looks like. Again, it is our safe haven for all things big, ugly, and automated with modding. But yeah, basically, I'm just going to be creating all of these cables here real quick. So let's see, what do we need? We have the chromatic iron. We might need a little bit more. It's probably down smelting, though. Glass. Did I actually use all my glass there? That would be a little unfortunate. Not too big of a deal, because we can create infinite sand now through the means of pulverizing gravel. Obviously, that takes a little bit. It might just be a little bit easier for us to run a vault. But it does look like we're all out of glass. I made some of this framed glass, by the way. You can kind of get around needing create to create this stuff by getting the stone cutter. I like it, but I couldn't do what I wanted to with it. But this is how you can create this borderless grass. Borderless glass if you want it. So, unfortunately, it can't be used in item recipes outside of those in Create. Same thing with the frameless glass here. It does not work for these recipes. I have already tried just to, basically confirm things out for everybody. So, on that note then, we're going to need some glass smelting. I guess we could turn our gravel into sand. Actually, let's see real quick. You can get sand from crushing it in Create, so that makes sense. You're milling it. Oh no, you can only mill sandstone. Okay, interesting. But the pulverizer, you can also get sand just from crushing cobblestone. Okay, it has a 20% chance, whereas here, I believe it's a 100% chance. But that is nice to know. All of our sandstone as well, like the sandstone stairs and the whole sandstone, we can also break down into 2 pieces of sand. Obviously, it's not a 1-to-1 conversion there, but honestly, that's fine, right? We'll throw some in there, throw some in there. We don't have any coal any there. Oh, goodness. Really got to do some maintenance, huh? The thing with playing a solo world, right, is you're the engineer, you're the maintenance man, you're the custodian, right, the cleanup crew. So when something goes awry, is it array or is it awry? Or maybe they're both words and they mean something completely different. Anyways, it's all on you, right? So we got to do all this setup. I thought I was ready for this episode. I thought we were good and going, but apparently I was wrong. Unless I didn't happen to put, sometimes I store things in chests and I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be my next episode chest. But then I forget about it come the next episode. You know what I mean? It happens to all of us. But then you're basically sitting there with your hands in your pants, just waiting. Or twiddling your thumbs. How's the saying go? Hands in your pocket? I don't know. You hear so many cliches, or not cliches, oh shoot. Look, my vocab with English literature devices was never the greatest, so you have to excuse me there. Anywho's, not like it really matters. There's 12 more. This will allow us to at least see the to see the setup. Let's just Geronimo. This has got to be one of my favorite parts of this bottom area, by the way. It's just being able to dive straight in. But yeah, now we can actually link that up and that up. And then we only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more basic network cables. But essentially all of these chests should be part of the system now. So if we pop on back up top, one, we need to grab some more elytras. Some more rockets for our elytra, so we don't get stuck down below. That isn't one bad thing. If I go down and I don't have my elytra on, we almost can't get back up. We could probably shimmy ourselves maybe to another structure, but that's beside the point. So yeah, our simple storage network is now set up. We can put items in, charcoal, coal, all that stuff. We're going to start off by putting our glass and whatnot in there. And if we pop on down below here, don't hit that network cable. We can come over to our chest. It should route back to this one, but it didn't. So obviously, Chance doesn't know his routing information very well. I was fairly sure that was it. What? What chest did this go to? Oh, the middle. That's so strange. But anyways, yes, obviously the items I put in up top, they're all the way down here. And so we have all that set up. Now I just need to create more connections, essentially. But that, that won't really be a big deal. It's just a matter of grabbing some sand. I do have some gravel here. I guess we could throw it back in there. Get that started back up. By the way, if you're ever curious, like, hey, Chance, your dynamo's off. Yeah, it's got this weird thing where it has a bit of burning of your material. I've never seen RF or thermal do this in any other pack, but this pack has some like residual power usage when it comes to the pulverizer. I'm not sure if it's intended or maybe it's just a glitch or a bug or whatever. Like, it doesn't really matter all that much. Point is, if I leave this stuff on, it just continuously drains our power, which obviously we don't want that, right? We want to have our power be able to sit there. Now, as far as power goes, by the way, just as a quick little side note before I do my little, like, hey, I'm going to go get our materials from... I mean, honestly, I don't know. What's the... Oh, can I turn dirty sand into something, by the way? No, it's just dirty. That's fine. Let's grab our sandstone here, and we can go toss that down below. But yeah, as far as power goes, we're going to be looking at getting into infinite power very, very soon. We actually don't have to go as far as what I thought we had to get it, because one of the routes it's not as simple as what I thought, right? So we were planning on going for the magma crucible for the longest time. Since then, I've come across a couple of different discoveries. I've watched some Chosen Architect who's also gone the route of thermal, which is really great for us because it means that we have somebody that knows a lot of the inner mechanics of this mod, able to sort of show us the ropes, Anyways, so I was initially going to go for a magma crucible to create our lava. However, I made a huge oversight, and it could be on me. It could be because some of the things that they change with mods, they don't tell you, they don't have a Vault Hunters mod patch list, so to speak. And so essentially a lot of these recipes that have been changed or tweaked or whatever, you're just not thinking about it sometimes. But you'll notice here, it costs 200,000 RF to turn one piece of obsidian into one bucket of lava. So that's not very efficient. Same with our cobblestone here, and I think they did this to sort of create a bit of a barrier into getting infinite power, which is, you know, it is what it is. You've already had to get thermal, and you've already had to get the magma crucible and power set up initially. So I don't know that this is necessarily necessary, and especially 200,000 RF, like it's just a bit much, especially when there's still a route for us to get lava and use all of it. Like, it just, this is more annoying than anything. It doesn't stop you from doing what you want to do. It just makes you use a different mod to do it, which is a little, I don't know. It feels like a technical mod pack at that point. It doesn't feel like Vault Hunters. It feels like, okay, well, now, you know, we have to go through this line of figuring and solving instead of being like, hey, this is, you know, a pretty simple and basic process. Anyways, I digress. What we can do, though, is there are these faucets from supplementaries. Faucets will attach to cauldrons. Cauldrons, as you know, can take lava from dripstone and, you know, lava above that dripstone. So essentially what we're going to do is create a circle cycle and have the lava pouring out. But that's all next episode. I don't know what I'm just rambling at this point. We're going to get some sand going here, hopefully through our sandstone and all that. We'll smelt it into glass, and we'll be back when I think we have enough network cables to actually link everything up. Of course, I could go count all the chests down below. But you know, sometimes you just don't feel like doing the work. Does that make sense? Yeah. So see, the RF was still down at 7, even though there was nothing in the machine. And it's not like it was refilling the power or anything, because this was already all the way full. So, just, you know, something to keep an eye out on. Keep an ear out on. And take a couple charcoal blocks from there, and I'm just gonna throw it in. Do-do-do. Yeah, I'll see you in just a bit. Alrighty, so I think we have enough glass here finally to make all the pieces we need, because we have 57, we need 125. So that is... Actually, I think we're already there, right? Because we needed 55 from here, 2 more, 68. So that's actually all we needed, was right there. Then we just need driftwood surrounded by this stuff. That. Okay, good. That number is going down, down, down. Awesome. So that should be all we need, I think, to finish our system out here. Let's hop on down below. And let's get to hooking up some chests as we go. Oh, it's already on toggle. Well, la-di-da. Yeah, essentially we're just going to go through and hook all these up like a so. And have almost infinite storage. Now what we're going to do to help our storage system out as well, things like scav items and, I don't know, iron poppies, you know, these things that we have like excessive amounts of the same sort of item. Probably keep those stored in their own separate chest outside of the system, or perhaps we set up another system with just them in it later on. But for the time being, we're just going to have them setting out. Eventually, later, we'll get some... there we are. We'll get into storage drawers, which only cost us 1 point, so it may be the next mod we pick up, honestly. That and building gadgets is sort of what I'm leaning towards, but building gadgets, honestly, I've built so much by hand on this world at this point, and I've thought about getting it so many times, and then I'm always like, nah, you know what, I'd rather have the next mod than just have something that places the blocks for me, because technically I can place the blocks on my own. That being said, I'm getting a little tired of placing blocks. At least in this degree. Like, a lot of the blocks that I've placed thus far in this world have sort of been the same old, you know? Lots of cobblestone, lots of dirt, lots of wood, so, you know, it could be nice. Anyways, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is set up, spick and span. We can get into my secret plan. Not really a secret, but, as far as the song goes, that's what fit there, so, you know, take it as you will. Anyways, we're gonna ew. We're gonna get to throw in all of our stuff in here. Oh, and by the way, if you're like, hey James, where did that red sand come from? Y'all remember those chests down there? Yeah, I never emptied those out. Apparently we had some really good stuff in it, or really basic stuff, like some red sand, basically. But yeah, let's just throw everything inside of here. Let's sort our inventory a bit, and then we're basically just gonna fill this area. Basically just gonna fill our area up and toss everything in. And I think we can just empty our entire inventory here and just sort of go down the line. Again, bamboo is one of those things we don't really want to throw into the storage. All this miscellaneous crafting stuff, I don't mind for that to go in. We gather it so rarely anyways. But yeah, this is basically all we're going to be doing for the next little bit here. And I will see y'all when we get everything pushed in. We're going to leave some chests up here, like I said, for things like iron. Things that we have excessive amounts of, right? So cobble. Obviously, I'm not going to start throwing cobble into my system. I might throw some just to help offset some things, but I'm not going to throw all that stuff, right? Like this. I'm not throwing all these cobblestone slabs in there. What for? The only thing that I'm going to pull them out in the future for is to build. So yeah, these two chests are not getting touched. And that's perfectly fine. All the rest of this stuff we can throw in, and we shall. Yeah, this is actually kind of the fun part. Oh, that makes so much sense. Whenever I'm through my bamboo stuff in here, I was like, begrudgingly doing it because I was like, man, I know I have another bamboo set up somewhere. I just don't know where. There it is. That is where it was. So yeah, I'll see y'all in just, I guess, a little bit when we get all this stuff sorted. Unless, I don't know, do y'all like seeing me put stuff into the system? I do, personally. It's very satisfying to just see this many items being able to be stored pretty much immediately. So we want to sort it by amount. And I do like JEI to where we can type over here and it types over there. Personal preference. You can do whatever you want to with it. Shucks. Accidentally shifted there. So yeah, how's the new year been treating you? Got any cool stories already? Anything spicy? I don't know if we want to throw special arrows in there. It's one of those things. It's same thing with like gunpowder, you know. I do want the phantom membrane and the string, the spider's eye. Maybe we throw some gunpowder in there just so we have it able to be crafting, you know. But I don't want a whole lot of it clogging up my system. Same thing with the slime balls here, actually. We're not going to throw them all in there. Anything that we can automate, we don't really need to necessarily overload the system with, right? Now that being said, we'll probably still go through and throw, you know, sea pickles, all this kind of stuff in there. It's also going to make completing these crystals a lot easier because we'll be able to just come over here and type what we need instead of having to go to the individual chests and yada yada yada. So, that one we got that. That's done. That's done. Aquatic is what we were on. Oh, yeah, we got some presents and stuff. Some of these chests I made and then I just, you know, never came back to. That's the way it goes. Anyways, I'll see y'all in just a little bit. We're going to get the rest of this stuff thrown in the system. I don't think we have to do this for all of it. Welcome on back, everybody. And so now we're going to be diving into basically an auto trash system that you can create for your system. An auto trash mechanic. You know what? It's a way that you can output items straight into lava and you don't have to worry about it clogging up your system. Items such as golden swords, golden leggings, chest plates, you know, all this stuff that you might get from slaying regular mobs in the overworld through our farm or whatever that just may randomly end up in our inventory. We don't want it to fill, you know, all of these chests up with just a bunch of swords and whatnot. So we have this hopper system, or dropper system rather, set up here. Well, essentially we are exporting items that we label, that we list from our system directly into the hopper. Once it goes into the hopper, we have two observers facing into one another back here. Let me just pop up top so y'all can see the direction. There they are, facing into one another. And essentially what this allows us to do is run this dropper infinitely, so long as our lever is so long as our lever is pressed, our dropper will drop. There we go. And essentially we can label and list what goes into our dropper using this export cable here. We can basically just filter things out. So say I wanted to add bows. We could place it there. And now when we have a bow in the system, it should pull it out and throw it in here. Theoretically. Oh, there it is. Okay. But our dropper's not on. So there we go. And you saw it had an enchanted bow in there as well. So this does not matter as far as NBT data goes. Now that being said, don't put anything like a relic booster pack, because then all of your relic boosters will start getting dumped into your lava, obviously. What you can also do to increase the amount of storage slots or item filtering that you have here, however you want to say that there, I guess it wouldn't be storage slots, it would be item filtering. You can simply attach more cables to different sides, right? So I could throw another export cable right there, right? And it would do the same thing. Now, it doesn't look like it's connected, but obviously you've already seen it works. So I'm not sure if maybe the lever has something to do with that, but yeah, so essentially we could just throw in whatever we wanted to over here. We're going to keep that lever flipped pretty much for all future endeavors, but we can just throw all of these items in, and they will go into our trash. So, thought that was pretty cool. Personally, I don't know that I've seen anybody else set up a system like that, which is honestly pretty surprising, given, you know, the amount of people that are using this mod and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so now we can basically take all of our stuff here, throw it into our system, and anything that we find along here that we're like, oh hey, we don't need that, and we've got a lot of it, like bows. Okay, well, bows are gone now. But like the leather armor, right? Any gold armor, gold swords, anything of the sort that we want to just immediately send out of the system. And scaffolding may end up being one of those things that we're like, no, we don't keep this. We can do that, right? Now, that being said, there is another system that I would like to show you here, just to keep everybody informed, I guess, and to keep you sort of in the know with things. So let's say, fall on back down here. Let's say we want to empty hoppers out of the system. First, let's turn that off, because it's a little annoying. Let's say we wanted to empty, not hoppers, sorry, scaffolding out of the system, but we don't want to throw all of our scaffolding away. I mean, you never know in the future, you may want to stack or something. What you can actually do is pretty nifty here, so we're just going to throw this little test chest here. You can put scaffolding here. Well, hold on. You just want it set to 1. Unless you wanted to do a stack at a time, in which case you can do that as well. Just make sure you have a stack in your inventory and click, and then it'll start to export a stack at a time, I believe. You may need the stack upgrade up here. I'm not entirely sure. Any hoosers, what we could do is come up here to this. You see how I've set the priority to 1. Essentially, the way priority works is smaller goes first. It says it there for you. So this has a priority of 1. This has a priority of 0. And obviously, it's already pulling our scaffolding out. But what we could do is set up this on the back priority, right? Set this to have scaffolding as well. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to throw my scaffolding into here, which it shouldn't because this is only being exported. But essentially, we could set a... I don't have simple storage pulled up anymore. We could use this stock upgrade, and we could set scaffolding to 128 or 64. It may only go up to a stack, but essentially you could set the stock upgrade in here, specify that you want scaffolding. This would fill up to the specified amount, and then it will send it into your dropper system. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but in the future, definitely something that we'll probably want to consider, given things like scaffolding can stack up, you know, fairly quick. Outside of that, I think that might be it with... Oh, that's a wall. I think that might be it with simple storage. I think there's some way you can get a wireless setup here, maybe? Or is that only with RF? It may only be with RF. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, Simple Storage Networks is now all set up. That's how you export items into a dropper system. So now all this garbage here, like all these quivers, oh my goodness, is going to feel so good. I don't have to actually manually go toss them into lava. I can just toss them into the system, and there they go. And it shouldn't matter if they have arrows in them or not. They should all go goodbye. Now, we're not going to throw things such as iron pickaxes and stone pickaxes into the system there, because the only time we ever really get any of these miscellaneous tools is when we do villager trading, and we don't do a whole lot of that anymore. So, probably leave that as is. This, I believe, is our initial wooden pickaxe, so we're probably not going to be getting rid of that pretty much at all. But as far as all these quivers go, make sure you don't ever throw your actual quiver, or you're going to lose a whole lot of arrows as well, right? But also, we should be able to search now. And so it says we have 4, 3, 2, and 1 on quivers. Oh wait, did I turn the dropper back off? Sometimes I do that. Yeah, okay. So we're going to want to turn that on and leave it. And there we go. Man, that is so satisfying. I've literally been saving up my garbage just for this episode. So you got to understand that that's a good feeling. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it for simple storage stuff. Oh, and by the way, I was being a bit of a dunce earlier. I put cobblestone in here, and I was like, man, cobblestone can't be pulverized. That's garbage. But it can, actually. I just had a lever on my machine, so it wasn't currently being pulverized. But yeah, see? And so yeah, we can get infinite sand, infinite gravel, all that good stuff. And I'll probably just keep a stack or two of cobble running through here, just so we don't ever run out of cobble, or, I mean, gravel or sand, right? What's the good of automation if you're not going to use it? Now, one other thing that I do want to set up over here, now that I've sort of shown you all of simple storage and you understand the mechanics and you know how it works, I want to set up a mini system for our igneous extruder, because currently the only way we can extract out of it is, well, very difficult to see here. But it's a hopper. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a hopper in there, I promise. I don't even mean blocks. Frame blast, that'll work. Yeah, right here. We have a hopper pulling out of the igneous extruder, and that is getting pushed into, you know, obviously our chest. Oh, also currently I swapped our igneous extruder over with blue ice, so now it creates blackstone instead of just cobblestone. We have plenty of cobblestone, I figured, right? I never even emptied those two chests out. I put a lot of double compressed over here, so we have a ton of cobblestone, so we didn't need to worry about that. But currently, this can only export cobblestone and blackstone because the igneous extruder, right here, occasionally requires blocks underneath it, such as a magma block, soul, or a magma block. Apparently, that's it. But if a block is underneath it, then obviously a hopper can't be underneath it. You can't make a hopper go up. It's not an upper, it's a downer. So what we're going to do is set up a little system here where we use a link cable to connect the inventory to the network. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to need this storage network route. That's the thing that I'm a little curious about. But anyways, these aren't that difficult to build nonetheless, so that'll be fine. But we're going to attach a link cable to the igneous extruder, and then we're going to attach an export cable to some chests, basically. And I'm hoping that this allows us to get infinite amounts of basalt, because that does occasionally come up in the vault stone recipe. And with this, we won't have to run nether vaults to get basalt, and we'll also be able to start building with basalt and deep slate, right? Which will be really nice, because I'm getting tired of just seeing stone. I got blackstone, and now we finally have it built up enough that I can start using it. But yeah, I want to start using some variation in our building, and this is basically how we're going to fuel it. And obviously, this machine runs exceptionally fast, so we won't have to worry about any sort of stone problems for quite some time now. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. Then I'm probably going to just clear our inventory. Oh, and also I need to open this stuff. We got these from the vaults that we ran in between episodes, and y'all know me. I don't like opening the rewards off camera if I can help it, and I mean, I can always help it, so yeah. Nothing there. Oh, some black opal. I'm happy about that. Pain. Uplink. Whoa. Those were all extremely awesome. And what about my chest piece? You want to be extremely awesome too? Come on, I see the rare popping up down there. Do it. Do it. Ooh, well, hello. Epic. 11 armor total. 6% item rarity. Holy moly. The prefixes and suffixes are off the chain. The armor, it's so fantastic. I don't oh my goodness. This is actually insane, right? Our normal chest piece was already good with the 6 armor, 3 health. Like, all this was pretty okay for our level. But this furnace chest piece is just immensely better. I don't really mind the health loss because we'll have extra armor there, and we can even add another prefix to it. I don't think I'm going to re-roll them because obviously the +4 armor is tier 2 and top tier at that, so yeah, wow, and 121 crafting potential? My goodness, we just found a huge upgrade, ladies and gentlemen. That is just fantastic. So yeah, we're going to go throw this stuff away. Not throw it away, but you know what I mean. Throw it in a chest. And our stuff is kind of out of sorts here. What did I end up doing with... Oh, there it is. But yeah, so we got to do a little bit more organizing up here, but we have started to set up a basic chest system. I just got to get everything moved over. So we're going to do that, and then we're probably going to be hopping into a vault, just to give a quick little update on the table. I don't know if I did this already. Let's see. Kiwi, vault plating. All these are kind of throwaways, yeah? I don't want to spend 157 for a Kiwi. We'll worry about that later. But then also with our bounty, this is what we're going for today. 31 more skeleton kills to get this crossed off and marked off. This has taken us quite a while, but that being said, it's mostly due to the holiday vaults. I mean, literally episode, what was it, 19? Where we did the 5 vaults in the intro. 3 of them, back to back to back, were all holiday vaults, and they turned the numbers down on that as well. So you don't get skeletons in those holiday vaults. Honestly, this could have already been completed if I just turned those kind of vaults off entirely. I don't want to do that. I really rather wait for them to phase out. I'm pretty sure it's coming in the next update. So, you know, there's that. Anyways, after that, we're going to get this Find 24 Vault Apples, which is going to be extremely easy. When we get this, we're probably going to go ahead and take that Soul Flame and make our Soul Diffuser, because I'm pretty sure we have enough Black Opals now to make this setup, because... I mean, honestly, we just keep getting more and more, right? So we have 19, 22, plus another 13 ore and 7 there. So definitely should have enough black opal there. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get everything set up like I just said. I don't know why I just put all my simple storage network stuff away. I'm going to need it for my system. But yeah, I'll see you in just a moment. Welcome back. And yeah, we're going to take a pause on this whole setup here, just because I started placing down chests, because I was like, yeah, we'll have, you know, a chest for every kind of material. And I was like, wait a minute, Chance, you're literally going for storage drawers. So, you know, maybe hold off on setting up a whole another automatic system until we get that, because that's literally just one mod, or mod point knowledge star. You know what I'm saying. I have good unobtainium. Everything looks fine. I need some water. But then, yeah, we're going to dive into this vault. Basically, same as always. We're looking for knowledge. And, you know, the other stuff's cool, too. Hopefully, it will not be any too bad of modifiers. And hopefully we won't get the holiday vault. Oh, so much worse than the holiday vault. And furious. Ugh, this is just disgustingly horrible. That being said, maybe I should start running... Excuse me. I don't have voice cracks. Maybe we should start running leather boots. Leather boots will certainly assist us in the powdered snow. And honestly, the powdered snow wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for all these snowflakes falling constantly anyways, that sort of make it difficult to really see the powdered snow even more so than it already is, right? So let's start doing our rounds. And again, this is my first vault of the day, so if I seem a little slow, well, I am. I am a little slow. I already hear some mob sounds up here. Somewhere, I thought. Okay, come on. Oh. I don't know that I've ever seen this room before. What, oh, there's some kind of spawner in there. Some kind of super spawner. Actually, what am I doing? Let's just get out of here. I don't know what this room is, but it looks like it may be a little too difficult for us to really... Oh, wait. Maybe from up top here? There's a spawner. Problem is I can't reach it. Yeah, we're just gonna abandon that. It doesn't look like all that great of stuff anyways. I don't need that stuff. Fireball. Cool beans. Let's go. I knew I was gonna get babied at some point. My armor. Okay, I did put it back on. For a second, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that I'd left, our elytra on. That would have been bad. You know, we really don't need coin piles, but I'm here. I already slayed the mobs. Might as well get the reward. Yeah, so what we're looking for is living. Now, I heard a polar bear. Kind of hoping just fell on down there. We can deal with it later. So yeah, we're going to be trying a much different looting method here in the near future. No, I heard a polar bear. I definitely don't want to be surprised by one of those things. Not the kind of surprise creature you really want on your tail, right? That being said, I don't see one, so it'd be fine. Here's the down area. Oh, I see a monolith. This is only a 2 monolith vault, so while monoliths are typically pretty bad nowadays as far as crates go, the extra experience for completing the vault would be nice. And who knows, it might contain something a little special. Oh! I forget you guys get bows eventually. The strays, because they're basically like skeletons, right? Huzzah! On God. Oh, also we gotta start setting up some way to make these healing potions, because we're all out of the natural ones that I've sort of obtained just from slaying things. Yeah, that's something. Oh, I did miss. Hold on. There we are. Cool. Oh man, I am loving all these sizzle and fizzling spawners though. Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness! You know, y'all don't ever hear me whenever I do the vaults off camera, obviously. That'd be a little weird if you did. And how, you know? Anyways, the point is, I still make all these sounds, even whenever I'm, like, playing alone, you know? Like, oh no! The same way, you know, I was talking about it the other day, I duck and I dodge in video games. I'm a very, immersed gamer, I guess you could say. Very invested. I don't know what the best way to describe that would be. You really don't need much of anything from these gilded chests outside of the mystery boxes. The mystery boxes are always and will always be just the bestest. We got that one, yeah. Okay. Oh, and there's one more. Oh, you got me. You got me. It was trapped. You're a fast one, Mr. Grinch. Some reason, anytime I say you're it always reminds me of the Grinch song, right? You're a mean one. And we just got out of holiday season, so you know it's really just right there on the mind. Some people are gonna come back and watch these in the future and be like, "Man, what's with all these gingerbread vaults people keep on getting?" Alright, so we're going to move on from this room. There may or may not be a little bit extra stuff in there, but I found it's more efficient if you got to search and seek and try to do all that for the room, to just go to a different room, you know? Oh, I couldn't get lucky there. I mean, we got sort of lucky. We got a stray, and yet it doesn't have a bow. So, you know, this is all a matter of perspective. Didn't start getting shot for no reason. I mean, there is a reason, clearly. We are here robbing their home. You know, honestly, I don't blame the mobs for attacking us. We just pop in these... Ooh. Hello? Must be down below. But, you know, we kind of pop into their dimension, and we're just like, hey, we're here to kill you and take all of your stuff. Aren't we kind of the villains here? Oh my god, that's a polar bear. I don't do polar bears. Polar bears and powdered snow. Oh, hey. And all the mobs from down below. Sorry, sometimes the ROM just fits too perfectly, you can't help yourself. When you start to feel the rhythm, you got to dance. Okay. Oh man, I was just standing over there like a goofball too, so there's probably quite a bit of mobs that spawned up down there. We'll hope that that's it for now, and I'm gonna pop up here. Break. What? What? Thought there was a spawner up here, but I guess no. You know, the best way to deal with mobs also is just like when they spawn and they have that little... Oh goodness, you scared me. I knew there was still some more of you, but I wasn't expecting you to be so close to my face, you know? Isn't that the way it goes? Hello? Oh, you're hiding. I do like a game of hide and seek every now and then, but now's not really the time. Now is not really the time for me to be playing with you, sir. Fizzle fizzle? No. No sizzling in that fizzle. So I don't trust that some polar bear won't just come running up behind me and maul the crap out of us, so pretty much while I'm staying sometimes I regret putting my crossbow right beside my potatoes. There's a whole lot of common chests here, though, so I guess it makes sense on why it spawned in so many mobs there, right? Oh, come on. There's one of you. Where's the rest of you? Aha! That's 2 and 3. I mean, it could have just spawned 3. Oh, what is this? Is this a trap vault? And I didn't know it? Are you hiding something? Vault? Vault gods? Almighty and powerful deities of the RNG? Alright, so we didn't actually go down, right? We just made sure that... Oh! No. Yeah, go fight him. He's shooting at you. Go fight him! Bastards. I mean, bad people. Right? Am I right? Bad people? Oh, come on! Didn't I just get through dealing with you? Stinky goblin man? Skeleton? Whatever you are. I guess the drowned are closer akin to goblins than anything else in Minecraft, right? Alright, there goes all my mana. I see you coming up at me. I think I can get this before you get me. Ah, I was right. Timing. More nades. Oh, what is this vault? Every chest shall be trapped, and every spawner shall be ranged. And you smell bad, too. Vault's just really breaking me down on all levels. Oh, and it's furious, too. Sure, sure. Oh, no! That's the spawner that's been spawning this stuff constantly. And now I understand the whys of it. Alright. Let's drink this potion. I don't have enough mana. Spawn. Do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Spawn me something. Do it. Do it. Oh my goodness. That's why we've had so many mobs, because it's an ornate spawner, so it's spawning a lot. And it's spawning constant. Thankfully, this was a pretty good spawn, though. 4 drown. I mean, it could have spawned, you know, 2 polar bears and a stray, or 3 strays with arrows and bows. I guess, you know, our luck isn't all bad. Ooh. And a free piece of vault gear? Well, la-di-da-di-da. Sometimes things do go our way. What's the... you know what? I'm not even gonna try. Let's see what's over here, though. That's some vault ore. I got that one, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Can we get you to sizzle? No sizzling, no fizzling, but you know what? That's okay. Something's gonna fall on my head. Hiya! Stay back. Doink. One time, one of these days, one of these episodes, we're gonna make a little montage where we're in the vault, and I just do the sound effects for each of the mob kills, like bonk, smack, whack, classic comic book terms, you know. Feel like that would be fun. Oh, dude, you know what? You know what, Mr. Polar Bear? I'm not even gonna pillar up. Oh my gosh, that's the part that gets me. When you start standing up taller than me, I'm like, whoa. Because I'm a pretty tall guy, and I don't, you know, I'm not used to things being taller than me, even in video games. And they're like, height setting? I'm like, max me out, baby. Cool. Cool beans. Those beans are so cool. I hear footsteps, and I don't know that they're entirely my own. Just saying. I don't feel safe in this vault. Did we already go up here? Yeah. It came from that direction. Okay. Well, hey, let's keep on going. I'm not going to start bum rushing for that last monolith objective. I've been in this scenario too many times to know it's a bait. It's a whole bait. If you see it, great. If not, it's a bait. It's a bait. I want to go up. I see the living chest up there. I want it. I need it. I got to have it. Do. Alright. Give me your worst. Not actually, by the way. Please do not give me your worst. Oh, look at all that knowledge. I feel like I'm getting so smart. I can't wait for our new looting method, by the way. It's going to take 3 knowledge stars to get to the point that we need to get to start doing it. That being said, I'm really excited. Gilded, some regular. We're going to try... Come on, Chance. Navigate. We're going to try popping on down because these top POIs, not really what we're looking for. I mean, might come back for them. Just depends. That's a regular. What is that? Regular. You know what? We're just going to keep on keeping on. It's kind of just a regular, you know? Oh, by the way, another good tip for when you're running these snow-based vaults, try... What? Whoa! Oh, it's an elite. I was like, I haven't been in this room. And no, you haven't, Chance. That would be correct in saying that. Well, shucks, I don't really care to deal with an elite right now. That being said, come on. Uh-oh. 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 Did the elite get stuck in some powdered snow? I see him. Is there a better strat to this? Yeah, most certainly. One, I could have got quick charge 3 on my crossbow ages ago. Like, honestly, we've had this thing for a while. Two, I could go up there and fight him man to man, but he's a zombie and I'm a pig, so let's rule that one out, right? And, I mean, by the time I got done explaining all this, he's pretty much dead anyways. So, you know, he's in powdered snow, too. You literally never even stood a chance. I could run away and you would... How long is your health bar? Because I thought we were... Okay, there we go. It's alright, ladies and gentlemen. With enough stalling, you too can make anything happen. That's where we came from. We're gonna pop up top there, you know, see if there's any soul shards. Might have dropped. Oh. Alright, so we needed to get far enough away from this that would not continue to spawn, but I didn't want to proc any other spawners, so you have this, like, sort of invisible range within the vaults that you can run in between POIs. And honestly, the longer that you vault, the more that you get to know that range. Shucks. I really like the fact that that's living, but I also heard a polar bear, and that spawner is not sizzling nor fizzling. Alright. What's my strat here? Go in, try to break. Go in, try to break. Heard the polar bear, but I didn't ever see it, so I figured, you know, you just got genitalia of steel, and you should be able to do it. Is that the proper way to say that? Is that politically correct? I wasn't making a joke there, by the way. That wasn't a rhetorical question. That was a real question. 6 minutes remaining. I don't feel like we've gotten enough knowledge from this vault. But honestly, if I make it out of this vault alive, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. These snow vaults always, they just stress me, you know? Which stress is a good thing. Even bad stress is a good thing, because you don't have bad stress in your life, then you don't know what a good time is, you know? You don't know what actual relaxation is until, oh my goodness, what is this POI? Why have I never seen anything like this before? Probably have, I'm just being a bit dramatic. It's the way the game goes, right? Anyways, just let's get out of this room. I have a chance to check for one more. I guess I could do a little monolith rush here at the end. But again, it's never been worth it to me. It's never proven worthwhile. That being said, this room doesn't look necessarily appetizing, so we'll probably just skip on through. Ooh, okay, never mind. Alright. All you had to do was say no. Go this way. 5 minutes. I just want to loot this last room. Of course, we could have gone back to the OG room and done that as well. Ornates, regulars. Living. This distance should be good enough that the spawner doesn't continue. I want to know what the actual block range on that... Oh, no! Ice. Like, these vaults are so deadly. Also, let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, is that andesite? Yo, give me the andesite. Okay. Okay. I swear, these POIs make it a little difficult. And the thing is, we don't have enough damage currently to do what you see other content creators doing, which is run in, slay the mobs, grab the chest, and get out before it spawns another wave. So there's kind of levels to vault running and to... That was really good because that had some knowledge in it for us. But there's kind of levels to vault running, right? Where you can and can't do certain things. You got to kind of stay within your realm, because if you try to do something and you don't have full capabilities of it, it could actually be in more of a detriment than a positive to you. Oh, stay back, stay back. This should be easy. Is this gonna sizzle? Sizzle me, baby. No? Okay. That's fine. We just have to be quick with this. Quick as I possibly can be. There we are. It might get one more spawn off. Nope, we're good. How much time we have? 3-minute warning. Okay. Alright. This will be the last POI before we start heading back. If we have any remaining time, we'll spend it in the main room. As per the usual. Let us get on out of here. Get a little bit more experience there. Oh, I guess we could have hunted that room. I didn't really think about that. It's fine. Again, I'm really not concerned with completing the monolith crates. They are mildly okay. They're slightly better than the altar chests, right? They're not worth basically giving up all the extra looting time of all the other rooms that you know have decent stuff. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I think we got one more after this. No? 2 more? 2 more. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, this is first room. Alright, so is there any easy POIs for us to run through, grab, and dash on out? Not really. Let me confirm this is portal. Portal. Minute 30. Pop up top real quick. Minute 20. Powdered snow will be the death of me. This I know. Nothing. No, gilded. Alright, let's just go. The gilded could have potentially, maybe, possibly had something worthwhile in it, but that's okay. That is alright. I am just happy to be getting out of this vault with my skin still attached. Now, 57 vaults looted. Honestly, for first vault of the day and that being Snowy Vault, I'm more than happy with that result. Let's get on back up top here. Can we sleep quite yet? Yeah, okay, cool. Cool beans. Now, how much did we actually get? Oh, and I didn't actually set up our export system for this, so I guess that's something else that we need to do. 25 knowledge essence. That's not going to be anywhere near enough, because we only have 3 there. We need 8. That's only 3. So we need 2 more. Pretty close, though. So what we're probably going to do for the rest of this episode is set this up for exporting from our pouches automatically, which is really easy. We just set up these filtered import cables. And then we can set, we want X items filtered out of our backpack, and they'll go straight into the system. Probably also make ourselves at least 1 stack upgrade to take out of our backpack, and maybe 1 speed upgrade, because these are pretty cheap. So we have enough chromatic steel. That would be the only thing that I'm like, yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get the importer for our backpack system set up, and maybe run 1 more vault for storage doors. Maybe we leave that for next time, because we're getting pretty late into this episode anyways. So yeah, we're probably just going to go ahead and set up export for our pouches. And we're going to set this up before we actually pull things out of our pouches so we can see if it works, right? So I'm going to set up that system, and then we will... Or actually, you know what? I can just... This might not be too long of a process here. We need import cables. Bam. Then we need filtered import cables. For that, we need a barrel. and filtered. So there's that. Now for the stack upgrade, we need a speed upgrade. So we're going to need to make 2 of these. 1, 2. And a stack upgrade. Now if you're wondering, Chance, you have @simple here, but it's not showing up here. You have @simple here, and it is showing. It's a matter of how they tagged the items, right? So these, you'll notice that the only tag that this actually has in the, very dark gray letters there at the bottom is storage network : master. Storage network. So simple actually isn't a part of this when it goes to the actual items, but when it comes to searching it in JEI, you can search by simple. So if you want to find it in your system and you're like, I keep searching, I can't find it, it's under simple. And these are actually storage network stacks as well. Okay, so that should be all fine and dandy. And now basically if we just I want to set this, I guess literally just like that's fine. And then we can turn this to an ignore list. So basically everything will be pulled out of our pouches, stack, and speed. And now if I take this off of my back, we can open it up real quick. We see we have tons of items in there. If we shift right click it and I look at it, all of the items are now being pulled out and immediately put into our system here. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. It's literally that easy. And the more speed upgrades you have, obviously, the faster this all works. This one, since it doesn't have a stack upgrade, will probably take a bit longer. Let's see, what do we have in here? Nothing too ferocious, so yeah, we could do that. I don't think we can attach on the back side as well. We do have things in here. Let's see. Yeah, no, 1 connection per pipe here, but basically what we could do is set just 2 more like that, and then we can throw all of our pouches down, which this won't be a thing when we have double pouches because, we'll have half as many pouches. They'll be bigger. Okay, so that's pulling all of that. That's got all of that, and that's got all of that. Yeah, now we have an auto import system straight into it. We'll probably change how this looks because I don't really like this, but we're also going to be getting into double pouches in the near-ish future, so that'll be kind of cool. Let's go ahead and open this unidentified vault chestplate. Even though I just got a really good one, like, what's the chances we get one that's even better than that? 4, 4, 10, 450. Yeah, it's not. That's fine. And then vault gear was here because this other one's so good. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's going to be it. We got into simple storage. I showed you the updates on the base, which honestly I'm really digging. Botany's still working its little tail off. Every once in a while I do come over here and change out, what we got growing just to make sure we keep it flowing. And I do want to say thank you. This is episode 20 of the series so far, so if you've watched it thus far, you've watched at least like 20 hours worth of content, which is just absolutely insane and incredible in all rights. I hope you've certainly learned something from this series and this video specifically. If so, please be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe. If for some reason you're new here and this is the first episode, welcome in. I do thank you for being here, but hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content, and so that way the YouTube algorithm every once in a while, dashes in a little pepper of MrPorkerson for you. That being said, make sure you do share this out with friends, family of the friends, and friends of the family. As per the usual, that is some of the best and cheapest way of advertising the channel, basically, and supporting it, right? Just saying, hey, buddy, have you seen MrPorkerson? You may or may not like him, but you should check him out. You don't have to be abrasive with it. You don't have to be pushy with it. Just suggest it, right? Anyways, I'm rambling. Thanks everybody for watching. As per the usual. Why do I always say that in the ending? As per the usual. As per the usual. I should get a shirt and put that on it. Thanks for watching. Honestly, stay safe. It's a new year. Same crazy world though. So stay safe. Stay awesome. Because you really are. You're beautiful. You're awesome. You're fantastic. You're a hell of a person. And I cannot say that enough. Till next time. Peace out.